We're going to do 7 tips for a healthy holiday season, also known as how not to lose your mind during the holidays. Okay? I have a full-time private practice in Springfield Gardens where I specialize in weight management, heart health, like elevated cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, and emotional eating. And a lot of people always give me that raised eyebrow when I say emotional eating, and the reason why I specialize in that is, one, because this is my second career. My first career was in mental health counseling, where I specialized in substance abuse addictions, and I realized that a lot of times it's not just what people are eating, but why they're eating. So what they're eating when they're stressed out, when they've had a rough day, when they're home alone, when they're at Costco, you know, that we eat when we're not hungry. And so I take my 20-year experience, and I'll tell you a little bit another reason why I went into the field. And now as a registered dietitian, I can help people lose weight and really focus on a very holistic approach. I call myself a faith-based nutritionist because I do things, I approach health from a physical, emotional, and spiritual perspective. I do a lot of presentations on healthy eating, weight management, emotional eating, all those things. And 2 days a month, usually it's the first Tuesday of each month and the third Saturday of each month, I do presentations for Emblem Health. And so today, Tuesday before last, we did rheumatoid arthritis and nutrition. And today we're going to be talking about the holidays. And the title of the presentation is How Not to Lose Your Mind During the Holidays. Okay? So I think the holidays present a special challenge. One, because if you think about it, when do the holidays really start?
A couple of days before, when you're doing all the preparation and stuff.
Exactly. When does it really start for you? Think basically Halloween.
Right.
That's what I was just saying. Yeah, Halloween. Right. And then the challenging part is after October 31st, everything at Walgreens is on sale. So that candy corn that you like so much, now you get 2 bags for the same price as one. Right. So it becomes a real challenge, and then we start thinking about holidays, about Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving, we have Christmas. But what's going on between those weeks? What else is happening? Social events. Who has office parties? Who has church events?
Yeah.
Okay, who has events you go to where there's going to be food? Always, all the time. And so what usually happens on January 1st when you look in the mirror? 10 pounds. 10 pounds have found you.
Easy.
Easy. So, but the key thing about it is if you are really trying to do well and try to make transitions and eat healthy every day, it's really important that you focus. And that's the whole purpose of this presentation today. How to stay on track without feeling deprived, because there are so many treats and nice things you can do, you can have during this season, but how do you do it in a way that doesn't underscore or rather undermine what you're trying to accomplish long term? That's what we're going to focus on today, okay? Question. What do you struggle most with during the holidays? What's your primary challenge for these 10 weeks between Halloween and the week after New Year's? Who equates food with love? Okay, when your children get sick, what do you want to do? Make them feel better. So you make them their favorite things, yes? Food is love in a major way, okay? Because the way we express how we care about somebody, not with just hugs and kisses, but also with food. Can anybody relate to that? So, here are some things that people struggle with during the holidays. Holiday stress, emotional eating, eating at social functions. Okay, that's a challenge, all right? That's a huge challenge. Managing holiday food temptations, and the holiday I want to celebrate mentality. All right, it starts off like, you know, it's a celebration. And you're like, you know what, it's a holiday, we're supposed to celebrate. Everybody's in a festive mood, there's food that we usually wouldn't have, and everybody wants to celebrate. And we see it as a reward and a treat until we can't get into our genes. All right, then it becomes a whole different picture. So we have to be able to manage what we're doing during this holiday season in a way that doesn't undermine what we're trying to accomplish. And remember, it's not just about weight loss. It's about managing blood glucose levels, you know, managing high blood pressure, managing any heart conditions, managing inflammation. So the first thing you want to do is set realistic goals. Because a lot of times people Okay, they have this hate relationship with the scale. We don't want to go there. Okay, we want to make sure that our goals are realistic. So let me ask you a question. What are your goals for this holiday season in terms of health and wellness? It's important. So the first thing I want you to do is to set some goals. What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to see happen with your wellness for January 1st? So as we set realistic goals, I want you to be flexible with your targets. If you want to have wellness, you need to have a plan, and you need to prepare for it. So every day, write down your food plan. What are you going to be eating today? What is your plan? How are you going to manage what's going inside your body? And this goes into wellness too. If you're managing blood glucose levels, if you're managing high blood pressure, if you're managing cholesterol, what's your plan? When you have elevated cholesterol, you should be taking in more than 300 milligrams of cholesterol a day. Well, one egg has 187 milligrams. So how are you managing your food today? And when I mean writing down your food, I don't mean writing it as you're going along. That's just called documenting. Okay? Planning means you're writing it down at the beginning of the day so that you can look forward and say, this is how I'm going to make my meals happen today. You should not leave your house ever without a backup plan. If you want to make your own trail mix, okay, where you go to Trader Joe's, you know, that's my favorite place, right? And you buy your nuts, cashews, walnuts, almonds, peanuts, whatever it is. You buy your raisins, you make a little trail mix, and you keep the trail mix in your purse, or you buy the Kind bars, or you buy the Fiber One bars, maybe not the Nature Valley granola bars, I'm too crazy about them. Okay, but the other ones that have more protein, like the Luna protein bars, keep them with you. Now next, be on the offensive. Always want to be in the offense. You want to be ahead of it. You want to have a strategy for success. Okay? And everywhere you go, if you want wellness, this is a lifestyle. This is not a diet. This is not, oh, I'm only going to do my blood glucose every other day. Your wellness depends on you being on the offensive every day. Okay, another strategy of being on the offensive is to avoid what I like to call food amnesia. Okay? What is food amnesia?
You forget to eat something?
You forgot you ate.
Oh.
All right. So when you're walking through, I know I keep picking on Costco, right? But when you walk through Costco and you're like, oh, I'll have a little bit of that. You walk through Costco, oh, I'll have a little bit of that. Do you really remember later on when you're having lunch and dinner that you had a little bit of this and a little bit of that?
And builds up.
Right. Oh, do you really remember how many Ritz crackers you actually ate out of that sleeve?
You don't want to remember that.
You don't want to remember. What I'm saying is, we all have to transition.
Yes.
We all have to transition. We're not automatons. We're not robots.
Thank you.
It's unrealistic to think that you're gonna, on Sunday, if you're someone who drinks five cans of soda a day, right? That on Monday you're gonna go from 5 cans to 0. First of all, you're going to go through a major detox and have a headache and all that stuff. But it's not realistic because you're going to feel deprived. And then the first can of soda that you're going to walk by, you're going to take it out of somebody's hand. You know? So I take a different approach and I do transition. And understand that this is not a diet, this is lifestyle. Okay, and if you're someone who has 5 sugars in their coffee, I'll say to you, have 4. Get used to the taste of 4. And when you get week of 4, you get to 4, let's try 3. 3 might be a little too harsh, let's do 3.5. Do that for a while. Because then you'll feel good if you go from 5 to 4. But you feel like a failure if you go from 5 to 1 and can't do it. See these little appetizers? The bruschetta, the little Swedish meatballs, the pot stickers, the bacon wrapped scallops, all right? Okay, wow. These are the typical appetizers that you see when you're at an event, right? So the bruschetta, right? Everybody knows what bruschetta is, right? The bruschetta, one bruschetta starts at 35 calories. Okay, one bacon wrapped scallop is 100 calories each. Each, yes. Those little Swedish meatballs that we love, those are coming in at 150 each. Wow. Okay, 150 each. And the little pot stickers, if you get like a little, let's say, oh, I'm just gonna get a little bit of I'm gonna get a little bit of the a little bit of everything. That's 1,100 calories. So you consume 1,100 calories before you sat down, and that's why I'm glad Emblem Health is doing these kind of presentations, because we can empower you with knowledge. So we become aware. Awareness. Oh yeah, I really should turn it over and look at the nutrition label. And then it's about acceptance. You know what? This is like really 70. Really, it's 70 calories. And then the next step is action. Action. Am I going to continue eating this, being empowered with knowledge, or will I make a better choice? Now, I have what's called a holiday hot list and a holiday not list. And what these are is, these are appetizers you can eat that you can feel good about versus appetizers that you might want to like give it a rest. Okay? Next, portion management. As long as you make half your plate veggies at any event, okay? Half your plate veggies. I can honestly tell you I'm not really too overly concerned about what's on the other half of your plate, okay? When you go, and no matter where you go, just start with the veggies. Half your plate. So let's say you can have your roasted veggies or your salad on the vegetable side, and then you can have your macaroni and cheese. You can have your sweet potatoes. You can have your peas and your pigeon peas and rice. On the other side, you can have your lamb, your turkey, whatever it is, but just make half your plate veggies. Use the smaller plates, okay? It's a trick of the eye that your body will believe that whatever's on the plate is the right amount. So when you use smaller plates, it's telling your body, this is good. When we use bigger plates, if you try to put a little bit of food on a bigger plate, what happens?
You want more.
Right, because it's too much white space. It is literally too much white space. But when we have a smaller plate, right, when we have a smaller plate, the same amount of food on a smaller plate looks like enough food. So this is a nice trick to use even when you're home throughout the year. A 9-inch plate, which is the size now of a salad plate, you can eat off this, and literally going from an 11-inch plate to a 9-inch plate, you will eat 27% less food. This is a serving size of rice. Okay? This is between 150 and 250 calories. Okay? This is about the normal serving size that people eat. Okay? So, all I say is slowly over time, go from this to this, and then see how close you get to this on some days. But just going from this to this, you shave off 1/3 calories and your body thanks you. Next, another thing you might do is exercise more. Okay, if you know that the holidays are going to be a challenge, you know, let's up the ante. Okay, because even though you're not going to burn a ton of calories, you will keep your body in good physical condition and burn some calories. All right, so if you usually do 3, right, aim for 4 or 5. And it doesn't matter what it is. Even if you park your car at the next lot over, so you have to walk a little further, okay, something like that. And we'll talk more about those kind of things you can do just to get yourself more physically active, to offset a little bit and keep you conscious of what you're doing. You have to walk a 4.0 mile per hour, which is around 15 minutes per mile, for a solid hour to burn off 6 Oreo cookies. Wow. How fast can you eat 6 Oreo cookies? So number 5 is exercise. I said earlier, you've got to keep moving this season. Keep moving every day. I don't care what you do. I did this webinar Thursday night about winterizing your diet, and one of the things I talked about was commercial workouts. During the commercial, when you're watching TV, get up and walk in place. Walk from side to side. And if you DVR your TV shows, let the commercials run. So no matter what you do, keep moving. Number 6, avoid the danger zones for the holidays. The danger zones are the following: fatigue, stress, and hunger. Don't get too tired. When you're tired, your body starts craving carbohydrates because it wants to pick me up. Don't overdo your schedule. Don't overdo your to-do list. Have balance. Don't get too stressed. Remember what the holidays are supposed to be about. About family, about love, about friendship, time to bring it down, not time to get stressed. And don't let yourself get too hungry, which goes back to having a plan B. And number 7, get the right mindset. I talked repeatedly today about the right mindset. The holiday mindset. Your mindset is the key to sailing through the holidays on calm waters. Negative feelings and stress are a setup for anxiety, and they steal your joy. They steal your joy. I don't want you to be stressed out about what you're going to be eating and exercising. I just want you to do it. And I want you to step into your spiritual, whatever that is for you, that will help you enjoy the season in a state of peace and serenity. Write a gratitude list. 5 things every day. Write down what you're grateful for. And it can't be the same thing every day. So at the end of the day, write a gratitude list. What today, at the end of today, what were you grateful for? And it can't be the same 5 things you had yesterday. I politely said no to my local food pusher. I went to Costco and I didn't doing the sample. I went prepared to a social event. And I built my fence and I stuck to it. Every day, ladies and gentlemen, 5 top things that you're grateful for. That will keep you into the mindset. How's that?
That sounds good. Thank you.
So, let me recap. 7 tips for a healthy holiday season. Set realistic goals for the holiday season. Plan, 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 and prepare. Number 3, be on the offensive. Avoid food amnesia. Portion management is key. And be choosy. Be choosy. Marshmallows are not the devil. Number 4, manage portions again. Number 5, keep moving. Your body was designed to move. Number 6, avoid the danger zones, fatigue, stress, and hunger. And number 7, get the right mindset. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season.
Thank you. Thank you.